Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil Code Veronica X. This is episode 2. Last time, Claire Redfield was thrown into Umbrella's private prison in an unknown location after deciding to bust into Paris HQ in search of her brother. Here we met an annoying teenager named Steve, who is not really trying to help us and thinks that counting on other people is a complete waste of time. But we still need to get out of this prison area, and we found the emblem that we need to do so.
Please deposit any metallic items you have in the security box.
So, we can't hold on to this grenade launcher ammo, which is why it is here, just to tease you and go, hey, you'll get a grenade launcher eventually. So we have to deposit that, we have to deposit our first aid spray because it's a metal can, and the ink ribbons. So all we have is the emblem. Unfortunately, the emblem is also metal, so we have to deposit it as well.
Please deposit any metallic items you have in the security box.
So it's not really going to help us get out of here just yet. But we did release the shutters on the door outside, so we can open that up at least. I hate that there's not even like a quick way to do this. You have to literally open this, take all your stuff back, one at a time. I'm just going to leave the combat knife and the ribbon in there for now, just so we have some extra slots. Alright, so now we can hit the button. We got a pair of zombies in here, but we've also got an explosive barrel, which is hard to target. But yeah, just like RE3, we have environmental explosives you can blow up zombies with. Well, that didn't go great. I was trying to target the friggin' barrel, but I forgot that she won't snap to it unless it's in front of you. So we have a fire extinguisher in here, which we can use to put out the fire at the graveyard and take the briefcase. Also, we can check out over here. They literally just have a guillotine for the prisoners. And the padlock key, which will open up that shortcut in the bunk area. A guillotine, covered in blood. And it seems that there is some fresh blood on it. So is this some fresh blood, or is most of this not fresh? Indentation on the indigo blue plate. And dogs. So this is what dragged away the corpse earlier. Unfortunately for them, zombie dogs in this are just as easy to bully as they are in the other classic RE games. They get stun locked every time you hit them. So we can unlock this padlock to save ourselves like 20 seconds of walking around the building. We got a few zombies here that weren't here before, but he's busy, so we'll just ignore him. And if we hadn't cleared out the graveyard in the first episode, we would have had to do it here. Now, well, I guess there are more zombies now than there were before. So It actually was a waste of health to clear out the graveyard. That's that dual targeting at work. Again, not super useful, but, you know, sometimes you can take out 2 zombies at once. Alright, so there's the briefcase. Now, you notice we still have an empty extinguisher. What if I was to tell you that this is actually super important and you can miss a weapon at the end of the game if you do not still have this? Because that's the case, and I have fucked myself out of that weapon both times playing through this, even when I knew it was going to happen. It's actually 2 weapons. You lose out on 2 weapons if you don't keep that. So I'm going to try very hard not to forget to keep the fire extinguisher. Alright, we found TG-01. There was also an explanation document for the special alloy TG-01. TG-01 Product Description. Thank you for your continued support and for using our products. This time we have gathered our most advanced technologies and have succeeded in creating the unique anti-metal detection alloy TG-01. Boy, does that sound useful for our current predicament. TG-01 features: cannot be detected by any metal detectors, cannot be pictured by röntgenography at the immigration check, lightweight yet durable. We plan to develop various weapons utilizing this innovative new alloy. We have enclosed a sample for you to review. We look forward to hearing from you regarding possible business opportunities. Metal Industries Co., Chief Development Planning, Carl Redhill. So yes, this is a metal that cannot be detected by a metal detector. Which would be real handy if we could perhaps duplicate the Hawk Emblem in an undetectable alloy. So this is really the first puzzle of the game. Where did that zombie go? Oh, he's over there now. We can get past these without shooting him. As far as I'm aware, there aren't any actual real-world undetectable alloys. I mean, there was that whole scare back when they said they were going to start making guns out of polymer that, oh no, that means you could get them through a metal detector. But hey, guess what? The internals are still metal. There's been a lot of dumb things like that in regards to various new gun technologies. Back when they said they had Teflon-coated bullets that people thought would be police killers because they were supposedly able to slide right through body armor because they're coated in Teflon.
Please deposit any metallic items you have in the security box.
Alright, now we gotta deposit everything, including this empty extinguisher. So this is why it is possible to lose this extinguisher, because you have to do a whole thing to circumnavigate it and get it to an item box. But it's gonna sit in here for a while. We just have to remember it's in there. I forgot the lighter.
Please deposit any metallic
I get
items
the idea
you
behind
have
this
in the security box.
this puzzle. Also, I don't know why it has to do a cutscene every time to tell you that. Like, I get, you know, the point of this puzzle. It's just kind of tedious having to do that every time you want to go through this hallway. Alright. So now, we take the Hawk Emblem, slap it into the 3D scanner, I mean, I suppose this thing is actually 2 separate technologies stuck into one device. Because I'm pretty sure you can do 3D scanning now. That's how people, you know, copy miniatures for, like, Tabletop Simulator and stuff, but I don't think they're nearly this big. Alright. And now it will make a 100% perfect replica, which also I don't think 3D printers can even do. At least not ones that aren't, like, 10 grand. I don't know, I have a friend who got into 3D printing, and he basically never has it not printing. But that's gotta be the fastest fucking printer in existence, considering that most of them take, like, 10 hours, at least, for a small miniature. Alright, so now we have this undetectable emblem, made of newly developed alloy TG01 trademark, so we can take it back with us to the start. Unfortunately, zombies have broken in, and we are unarmed because, you know, all of our weapons are in the security box. I could have made it through there without getting hit, though. Alright. So thankfully, we won't have to mess with that for a while, as we're actually going to be leaving the area for now. Okay, so we go back to the central area where we met Steve. Another thing that's a little weird about this game is that it is definitely the longest of the classic RE games. Like, I would say those are probably, you know, 6 to 8 hours on your first playthrough. Shit, I was trying to squeeze between these two. 6 to 8 hours on your first playthrough. This one I would say is more like 20. 18 to 20 on your first playthrough. Alright, we've escaped the prison. So now, we can actually explore the island a bit more. I cannot proceed from this side. Thankfully, there is a side bridge on this bridge that's not broken. So yeah, clearly something bad went down here while we were in prison. Rodrigo mentioned that maybe it was a special forces team, but the island has been bombed. Grab some more ammo. We should have a nice stockpile of pistol bullets by the time that these calicos run out of ammo. Also, push this box. Our first crate pushing puzzle. Alright, you cannot walk under the stairs. I didn't realize there was a railing there. This guy, just a regular construction worker. I like that his hat fell off. A lot of these guys are in kind of like vague military gear. This guy's wearing the same stuff that Rodrigo was. It is securely closed. I can't open it. Nailed down from the inside. I can't open it. I think this is the door in the prison that said it was nailed down. Though, maybe not, because we did cross a bridge to get here. Everything's kind of on fire. See, like, they're so bad at hitting you because they have to stop and growl every time they stand back up. And they still make that, like, spring noise. The Navy proof. So, this area is obviously a lot more grandiose than the prison we just came from, with marble columns and everything. But that's pretty normal for Umbrella facilities to have opulent facades. I think this was also the first game to have this, where you could use an herb if your inventory is full instead of picking it up. Nice little quality of life improvement. That Navy proof that we picked up. A hex-shaped stone object. A picture of a submarine is carved on it. A fucking one fly. We're not actually going to go in the building just yet, because there's a little area back here. Oh, can't pick that up. There's an octagonal hollow. So we need an item to actually use this. But back here, there's some more ammo, which is the only reason I came out here. As well as the map of the palace. Well, we did a mansion before, and a museum turned into a police station. What else could we do? How about a palace? You remember our family home, opulent and imperial? All right. So now we're kind of like into it proper, now that we left the prison. Nothing useful. Security lock system is active. Enter an employee ID to activate the unlocking device. Please enter your ID number. ID verification in progress. Please wait. Error. ID verification has been rejected. So that's similar to the computer in the RPD that you need the STARS card to activate. Nothing useful. Check out the bathroom, which has bats. They're basically the crows of this game. I don't think there actually are any crows in this game, but I don't remember the full enemy list. There is a decent variety of different enemies in this, though, that were not just reused from older RE games. Ah, goddammit. I didn't even mean to use that. I forgot. Part of my brain was like, oh, it's not an herb, so it won't ask you to use it. I guess the bats came in through this hole. Can't take any more items. We need to find a item box. The waterway piping is broken. All dried up. We need to find an item box before we explore around. Which, thankfully, is actually present in this area. Like I said, it's just the first area that doesn't have one, which is still a little unusual for an RE game. Secretary's note. 4 years have passed since I began serving Sir Alfred. He doesn't trust anyone. Even though I am his attendant, I am still strictly prohibited from entering his private house. What is his problem, anyway? They say he lives with his twin sister Alexia in his private house on the hill. Occasionally, I've seen someone standing by the window of the house. It might have been Alexia, whose extreme beauty is often talked about. I once asked Sir Alfred about this, but it only enraged him. Even though I am his attendant, he will not show me any lenience. If I could ask about her again, I could put my life at risk. After all, it is a mystery why he so desperately tries to keep his private life with Alexia a secret. Robert Dorson. Okay. Made some gender assumptions there about being a secretary. Whoops. There is evidence that the shelf has been moved. Alright, let's empty out our inventory here. Stash the ink ribbon. I'll stash the healing. The navy proof. I'm kind of tempted to stash the handgun as well for now because we have these taking up 2 slots, but I guess we should. We'll stash it until we're about to run out. Well, I'll keep the handgun ammo because we are going to pick up more. We're gonna go a little farther before we save in this episode, explore around this area a bit. It's locked. There's an indentation in the shape of 2 guns. But not the 2 guns that I'm carrying. An ID card. We need that so that we can activate the computer. ID card for an Umbrella employee. The word NTCO-394 is written on it. That's not a word. Also, these paintings didn't come out great in the texture pack. Though I don't know if they were actually changed, because I don't think this texture pack was every single texture in the game. A huge portrait is on display here. Blocked, a silver crest is carved here. Alright, so it was NTCO 394. I think it's NTG 0394. That's why I never use O and 0 in passwords, so they don't get mixed up. Alright, we unlock that door. The ID card is no longer useful. Interesting that we don't actually have to use the ID card. It just knows that you've looked at it once you've completed the puzzle. I always wondered if there was an Easter egg in any RE game for not discarding any of the keys after it says, "Would you like to?" As far as I can tell, there isn't. It's just there, something like you could challenge yourself with the no discard run. An earthenware pot. An elaborate floral design is drawn on it. Are you sure? Because it just looks like there's a single stripe across it, Claire. Locked with a silver crest. So obviously we need a silver crest key of some variety. Combat knives are displayed here. A jewel modeled after an ant is displayed here. There's a button below. Push the button? No. Don't push any buttons, Claire. 2 magnums are displayed here. Don't take those, that would be rude. Model battleship is displayed here. Visual references are placed here. War seems to be the primary theme. This is the war room. A model fighter plane is displayed here. Someone must be a nerd. 2 handguns. Now we'll press the button. Yeah, it's kind of less surprising that Alfred would keep his secret life with his sister Alexia a secret after seeing that. I don't know, she kind of just looks like she's stoned out of her mind in that video. Guns from many countries are on display here. So we found an entire steering wheel that we have decided to take with us. But the reason for that, if we check it here, is that it has an octa-shaped projection, which, as we saw when we went outside, we can use on that little pedestal in the water. Decorations are on display here. Archaic military items are stored here. And a pair of Golden Lugers are stored here. Take them. Golden Lugers, which have no ammo. Unfortunately, there's a security system in place. I'm not sure if it's just turning up the heat or if it's literally like microwaving her. But it seems like a bad security system for a room you're storing stuff in. Like those South African anti-theft devices for cars that were just literally flamethrowers. It seems like that would be kind of bad for your car, too. Come back and there's just, like, a crisped body in your charred remains of your vehicle. So we can't take the Golden Lugers just yet, because we get locked in, so we'll have to leave them. Another door here. Another zombie I didn't even see. Gold crest is carved on it. Okay, so we need a gold key for that, but we did get the steering wheel. So let's see, do we want to save here? I think we do. But I think there might be... Let me try to leave here.
Yeah! Help me!
Steve?
I recognize that whiny voice anywhere. What is something that little boys find irresistible? Obviously, golden guns. Because Steve has walked right into the same trap that we just did. And also, I guess he's too dumb to just put the guns back, so we have to save him. I would say, like, well, how would you know to do this if you didn't set off the trap? But I don't think that triggers until you've picked up the steering wheel. Steve is suffering. I should leave him in there for a little longer. There's a message on the control panel. When 2 pairs complete, my anger will subside. There are switches. Alright, so we have to look at things that are opposite each other. So the plane is opposite from the handguns. Two pairs complete. Oh. I don't remember the solution to this puzzle. I thought it was just the 2 items that are opposite each other. Is it those 2? Yeah, okay. So it's the 2 pairs of guns.
I made it. That was too close.
So I was like, the knives are also a pair.
Oh, I need those. Give them to me.
Fine. But let's make a deal. I'll trade you for something fully automatic. I'll see you around, Claire. Adios.
Hey, wait, Steve!
What a jackass. I mean, you know, you could also trade you not fucking dying for your stupid empty golden guns. But now, we have gotten the Golden Lugers out of the room. So yeah, I wanted to trigger that before I went and saved. But I wasn't sure if opening the door was actually the trigger for that. How did you miss, Alfred?
Redfield! How dare you interfere with my operation?
What are you talking about?
You let yourself be captured so you could lead your people to this base!
I have no idea what you're babbling about.
You don't fool me! I am Alfred Ashford, commander of this base.
Oh? You must be one of Umbrella's lower-level officers if you're in command of a backwater base like this one.
How dare you! The Ashford family is among the world's first and finest. My grandfather is one of the original founders of Umbrella, Inc. Now tell me, why have you attacked this installation?
Attacked?
Shortly after you arrived, my base was attacked. You must have informed your people of its location.
I still don't follow you. I really don't know anything about that.
Unacceptable! How can you deny it? My base has been destroyed. And thanks to you, the experimental T-virus was released, creating countless zombies and monsters. Tell me, who do you work for? Who sent you? Have it your way, then. You're just a rat in a cage anyway. I'll be sure to keep you entertained before I dispose of you.
So, on top of Steve, we also have that excitable dandy to deal with, who is our primary antagonist for the moment. there's always got to be one human antagonist mixed in. Whether it's Wesker, or Chief Irons, or Nikolai. There's always got to be someone gunning for our life. I mean, I guess his kind of like whinging voice is good as his snobby aristocrat role would require of him. But having two characters with kind of like whiny, nasally voices is an interesting choice. Alright, so we're going to save here for episode 2, and next time we're going to go use our steering wheel and see where that leads us. Room. But for the moment, thank you for joining me for some more of Code Veronica X. It's not a bad game, and it's nice to be playing a classic style RE again, especially because I think a decent number of folks who watch my channel have not actually played this, even if they've played the other RE games. But till next time, y'all take care.